What's up, everybody? We got the second episode of Loki Season 2 tonight, and I can't wait to get into it. There will be spoilers in this video, so if you're someone who hasn't seen it yet, you can subscribe to the channel and make your way back to this video once you have. Now let's get into the episode. This episode started off a bit slow in my opinion, but by the end I was fully engaged and antsy for episode 3. It starts off with Loki and Mobius going to London 1977 on the sacred timeline looking for Hunter X5. He abandoned his mission of finding Sylvie and went there to live the life he had stolen from him by the TVA. In that life, he's an actor named Brad, and once he sees Loki and Mobius, he tries to weasel his way away, but Loki goes full on Ethan Hunt, sprinting after him, then using his magic to trap him. I really loved how much Loki uses magic too in this episode. I really hope we get more of it as we go on in the season. Anyway, from there, Loki and Mobius take X5's modified temp head to Obi as he continues to steal every single scene he's in, but Obi's got problems of his own right now as he's still trying to contain the time loom. It's getting worse and worse, and at one point in the episode, he casually comes up the stairs talking about how they're all gonna die, and then just gets distracted by Casey being a huge fan of his book, The TVA Manual. I love this, and both Ki Kwan and Eugene Cordero killed this scene. We also learn that Ravonna Renslayer and Miss Minutes are on a mission together, no doubt for He Who Remains, or should I say, Victor Timely. I'll make a separate little video about all that, so stay tuned during the week for that one. Back to their current problems, though. Loki and Mobius design a scheme to interrogate X5 as Loki acts like he traps Mobius out and then tortures him to be the villain X5 calls him in order to get the location of Sylvie. Tom Hiddleston delivered a chilling performance in this scene, and I can't get enough of the man. Then they go and find Sylvie at the McDonald's on a branch timeline and catch her up on everything, but you can tell she's not really convinced until it's revealed General Dox is pruning and destroying all the branch timelines. That causes her to go help Loki and Mobius stop her, and even after that, she returns to the TVA but is so disgusted at how little they were able to do to stop Dox and her loyalists, they call them, after Loki preached to her about the TVA being the only defense. So she returns to her McDonald's in new life, but you can still see it on her face that she's not sure what to do and will surely return with the next episode or maybe another episode or so. Like I said, a slow start to the episode, but it turned out to be a really solid episode for the hit show. Moving on to my favorite performances of the week, and we got two returning members this week, one of which was Ke Kwan. I gotta say, if he's in every episode, he's gonna be up here week after week because I absolutely love Ouroboros. That scene I talked about earlier, though, is really what did it. He was so good bouncing off Eugene Cordero. It almost feels like he just has great chemistry with everyone and anyone. Then a newcomer to the list, and technically the season, Sophia DiMartino, returning as Sylvie. It's a relatively limited role as it feels like we're kind of being eased back in to Sylvie the character, but she didn't miss a beat in her true return, and her and Tom Hiddleston seem to have not lost a step either between season 1 and season 2. And it's not the Loki show without the main man, Tom Hiddleston. I talked about the interrogation scene, which was just amazing, but much like Ke Kwan, it's his chemistry with everyone, including Ki-Hu, but from Owen Wilson to Sophia DiMartino, he just vibes so well with the whole cast. Finally, let's go over the end of the episode. As I said, we see Sylvie return to her timeline with a He Who Remains little time thingy, but it feels like she'll be back. Well, we kind of know she'll be back because of episode 1 and seeing the future. However, the arguably more important factor is that Dox was successful at pruning a lot of the branch timelines before she was stopped, and not only is this horrifying, but potentially holds enormous consequences. One of those being the falling apart of the TVA. That's a horrifying aspect because everybody in the room watching it happen is absolutely appalled afterwards. But also, we don't know what timelines just got pruned or destroyed, which could end up tying into Deadpool 3 or even this season of Loki if they return to the Void. That is, if there's a Void left to return to. And that'll do it for my episode 2 breakdown. It was a solid episode in my opinion, but as always, let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments below and make sure you have a great day.